Greetings, everyone. This is Sour Caps, and this is Morrowind. Don't know how well it's going to be to go back and play. I've played it a little bit once I got working on the computer. I just had the craving when I was trying to decide what to do next. Maybe it was because I was watching Pro Jared play Daggerfall and Unity, but I was like, it's been forever since I visited Morrowind. Might as well bring you guys with us. Especially once I found that it worked fine on my computer. This will be a little different, because I normally played it on the Xbox. This is why I got an Xbox. Yes, spooky prophecy. A prisoner born on a certain day under uncertain parents was sent under guard without explanation. That's basically the backstory. Yeah.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison. First by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up.
Yeah?
We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up.
Mom, your voice got a
Stand
lot
up.
weirder.
There you go. were dreaming.
Jube.
What's your name?
Duh.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind.
I don't know.
I'm sure they'll let us go.
I do like this had basically surround sound, because you can turn this way and
Quiet.
not hear him.
Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
This game, I like it. It's probably not the best Elder Scrolls game. It doesn't look the best. It does not have the greatest mechanics. I mean, even back in the day, this did not look beautiful. Cool. Also, it's going to be weird getting used to playing it on a...
Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Use the keyboard. Alright, so here's how we're going to determine this. I got a D10. That's 1. That's 10. Alright, but I gotta roll it so it stays on the table, hopefully, this time. Alright. Golden Lizard. Sucks, you can't wear boots. Oh, look at that little baby lizard face. Sure, why not? Alright, what do we got for skills? Spear, medium armor, not great. Athletics, good at running. Okay. I like that your height
I'm
changes.
sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
That's one of us to have. Oh, maybe you can't in this yet. Looks like you can't jump. Finish up some of this.
Yes, we've been expecting you.
You have?
You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
So when I played this when I was younger, I'd always create my own custom class, and I'd almost always pick a high elf. Or like a Breton. Even though I'd pick high elf even though I didn't go mage, by the way. But we're going to answer the questions because it's just fun.
On a clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do?
What would a lizard do? Use herbs to put it to sleep. Do not interfere with the natural ways of events. Rather, Learn more about the strange animal you've never seen before. Probably give it mercy. Stab it.
One summer afternoon, your father gives you a choice of chores. What would you rather do?
What would a lizard rather do? Go work in the forge with him, casting a new plow, catch fish at the stream using a net, gather herbs, go fish.
Your cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse, likes to call you it in front of your friends. You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What do you do?
Do you make up a story? Turn your nickname into a badge of honor? Make up an even more embarrassing nickname for him and use it constantly. Beat up your cousin and tell him that if he ever calls you that nickname again, you will bloody him up even worse. Probably just make up a worse nickname.
There is a lot of heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths. They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not. You believe what?
Loyal followers to the king have nothing to fear from a telepath. It's important to have a method of fighting assassins and spies before it's too late. This is a terrible practice. A person's thought are his own and no one else's. Not even a king has a right to invade another human's mind. Times like these, it's a necessary evil. Although you don't necessarily like the idea, a telepath could have certain advantages during times of war, or in finding someone innocent of a crime. What would my lizard brain think? Probably could be used to anything. That being said, I'm more than likely to be the thief or assassin. They tend to make a lot of thieves. Yeah,
your mother sends you to
practice.
the market with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. What do you do?
Pocket the extra money, knowing that shopkeepers in general tend to overcharge customers anyway. Return to the store, give the shopkeeper his hard-earned money, explain the mistake, decide to put the money to good use and purchase items that would help your family. Now, what I would do, and I have done in the past, is I would give it back. But what would our lizard do? Would he keep it for himself? I like the idea of him giving it out, taking the money and helping his family with him.
While in a marketplace, you witness a thief cut a purse from a noble. Even as he does so, the noble notices and calls for the city guards. In his haste to get away, the thief drops the purse near you. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. What do you do?
Leave the bag there, knowing it's best not to get involved. Pick up the bag and pocket it, knowing the extra windfall will help your family in times of trouble. Pick up the bag and signal the guard, knowing the only honorable thing to do is return the money to its rightful owner. Take the money and run.
Your father sends you on a task which you loathe, cleaning the stables. On the way there, pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your own. He offers to do it for you, in return for a future favor of his choosing. What do you do?
Decline his offer, knowing your father expects you to do the work and it's better not to be in debt. Truth story there. Ask him to help you, knowing that two people could do the job faster than one, and agree to help him with a task of his choosing in the future. Accept his offer, reasoning that as long as the stables are clean, what does it matter who does it? Because if he does a bad job, it's my fault. But let's be the lazy route.
Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and falls towards her. What do you do?
Push your mother out of the way. Position yourself between the pipe and your mother. Grab the hot pipe and try to push it away. Mom, get out of there.
While in town, the baker gives you a sweet roll. Delighted, you take it into an alley to enjoy, only to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age. The leader demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. What do you do?
Give him the sweet roll now, without argument, knowing that later this afternoon, you will have all your friends with you and you can come and take whatever he owes you. Drop the sweet roll and step on it and get ready for a fight. Act like you're going to give him the sweet roll But at the last minute, throw it in the air, hoping they'll pay enough attention long enough for you to get one shot in at the leader. I think Lizard Boy's going to go down. If he's going to go down, he's going to go after the head.
Entering town, you find that you are witness to a very well-dressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. The crowd behind him seems very angry. What do you do?
Rush to the town's aid immediately, despite your lack of knowledge. Rush to the man's aid immediately, despite your lack of knowledge. Stand aside, allow the man and the mob to pass, realizing it's probably best not to get involved. Well, slow blinking, I'm going to just stand here and be like, an acrobat.
Very good.
I don't even know what
the
that
letter
means.
that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
Oh, this is a fun. Your birth sign has a huge difference, so it's like the apprentice. Total weakness to magic, extra intelligence modifier, so whatever or magic modifier. Atronach is actually ridiculously powerful because you can't regenerate magic on your own, but you have twice as much magic. But you have a chance to absorb 50 points from any spell. Personality and endurance from the lady are kind of lame. Weakness to fire 100%, restore health, really weak, restore health. Fortify agility, paralyze for 60 seconds, but it hurts you. Just a little bit extra magic. Turn undead. 2 different turn undeads. Because one of them's on touch, one of them's on target. Huge restore health at once. This is a really powerful one, the ritual. The Serpent, which is really weak poison. 3 points for 30 seconds. 1 point for 30 seconds. So you can do some damage. It's just not that great. Invisibility for 60 seconds. Invisibility is cool, but it wears off the second you do anything. Fortify speed, 25 points. Akavari Danger Sense, which is just you're 10% harder to hit. Which is cool. Detect Animal, 300 feet. Detect Enchantment, 300 feet. And Detect Key, which is weird and almost useless. And then you get to an Unlock spell, which can be useful. Just Fortify Attack, 10 points. I think we're going to try out the Thief for him.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
And if we don't like the class, we might edit it. Alright, what would that be? Our major skills are Acrobatics, Athletic, Marksman, Sneak, and Unarmored. No, I don't like that. Let's pick from a class list. Let's see what we got here. I want something with Spear and Medium Armor if we can. Well, Spear isn't a minor skill. Which Spear and Medium Armor are both pretty terrible to take long term, but that kind of sounds fun to me. Okay, so I'm going to say, like, some of these pre-built classes are pretty crappy. Why would you need Blunt Weapon, Long Blade, Medium Armor, Hand-to-Hand, and Heavy Armor? Acrobatics, Athletics, Unarmored. Unarmored's kind of cool, because then it just means not wearing armor, you have armor. But it's not very good armor. Plus, I never play around with Medium Armor. Warrior, Long Blade, Medium Armor, Heavy Armor. Spear, Marksman. I think we're going to have to make our own. Alright, I'm going to pause. I'm going to cover a custom class here maybe. And I'll be right back. Just because it's not going to be super interesting to watch. Maybe if I can find my mouse and actually pause. So it's there. Come on. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me show you what I came up with. I think it might be a little stupid. I sort of made up an idea for this. Is that our Argonian was a member of a small troop of elite guard sort of thing. That were more about being able to survive out on their own in small numbers for deployment, or being used as like caravan escorts. So you can read that description if you want. It always feels silly to me to read something else I made. I gave him the combat specialization because it increases all those skills a little bit, and he already didn't have a good starting bonus to spear or medium armor, only +5, so that moves him to +10. But more importantly, it makes it easier for it to level up, because there is no trainer who will get you to 100% in medium armor. There is a trainer in the game, but he's flagged as hostile. Gave him endurance and personality to help up some of his other skills, because that's endurance. He's got some mercantile skills. I figured he learned some of these from times with caravans and merchants. Marksman's his best sneaky skill. Alchemy, so he can survive on his own a little bit, even if it's just eating raw ingredients, knowing which ones to eat. Armor, because repairing your own shit's very important when you're on your own. Illusion, figure that might help for escape. Enchanting, be able to... I'm phrasing it in this one as so he basically understands more about enchanted items. Not necessarily that he was expecting to be able to make them. Mysticism, because it goes along with enchanting. And illusion for quick getaways. So, there we go. That's the Serpent Guard class I decided to make up, because I didn't have anything good for spear. It's all crap. I also decided now that we know a little bit more about our character, I don't like the name Sour Caps anymore. Naming this after my nickname for our very real live skink. His official name is Chorizo, but I call him Skinky Pete. So here we are, Skinky Pete. 40, 45, not bad. The way it works, one really easy way to power level is to put athletics or acrobatics in your major or minor skills and then just run or jump everywhere. I didn't want that. So I purposely left all the ones that are almost basically passively being used. Like you could easily grind up stealth by finding a place to hide and then just walking. But if you want to level up armor, you gotta get hit. Alchemy, this is probably the closest one we have to grinding because we can just eat a bunch of stuff. Alright. Pretty boring across the board, let's go. Stats menu. Right click.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Alright. I'm also going to try to do this without cheesing it too much, so I'm going to show you... But I'm going to show you some stuff, because you have to pick up that before you get the inventory menu. But one fun thing that I used to always do for a really good head start in this game
to the next building and talk to Celestradus.
is there's a really valuable platter and a bunch of other stuff here. You can just take it and then drop it. And they'll be like, hey, don't do that because you don't know any better. But then it's there and you can take it again. It's no longer illegal. That being said, I'm going to leave it behind. Sorry, I'm going to accidentally hit escape when I want to right click a lot. Just close this. I am going to take every bucket, torch. Oh, nice. We get to see two of these. That's how good our skill is. Not worth taking every all. Taking every last bit of stuffs you got. Taking the paper. And the bottle. I'm insane. Learn how to do combat. Pick that up. F to pull out your weapon. I'm going to have to read some of these because, like I said, I usually played on the controller, but when I was playing around, it did not work well on the computer with my controller. And I figure I'll just play it this way rather than figure out why it was working weird. It's an old game on a new computer. There's going to be some headaches. might be wondering yourself, how well do you know this game? I've read just about every book inside this game. This one's all about the different constellations. Tells you who they like, who they don't. Those are typically thieves, but they might take risks. I also had a strategy guide for this because I actually got it secondhand from my cousin when he got the newer one. I'll take that gold. And I wore it so far out that basically I had to repair it entirely with duct tape. Take that lantern. Ooh, a petty soul gem and an engraved ring of healing. It's like right-click to use your new menu. Click on the spell you want to make it active. R to ready it. Okay. It's kind of annoying that the water breathing is temporary, or is only 20 seconds on self. Hey, resist disease pretty well. Immune to poison. That'll be nice. We don't really need water for any spell, but we'll get that ready to go. I don't know if you can, but yeah, you can. So the bounding here is so bad, is kind of, you can jump through that wall, and then basically run around town and steal everything, because until you go through this door, they'll always do the give you a warning thing. Or you leave this town. One more thing I want to show you. There's a key right here. Now, if you take it here,
Your papers, please.
he'll turn around and arrest you. But what you can do is grab something like this. He'll chase you around the room, and you can get him stuck, like here, or here. And then go grab that key. I'm not going to do it. Release identification. Tell me more about you. Yeah, we have an emperor. We have duties. There we go. Gave me a little bit of gold. He gave me a release fee, so I was in prison. I'm assuming it was because I was caught. This is fun. Bribing almost always works. These sometimes work, but you can taunt just about everybody in here to attacking you. Goodbye. I'm not going to read all the text in this game because, my god, there's a lot of text. You can take all the lanterns in every town. Pro tip. Hey, nerd. You know when they dropped off? I swear they took my ring. Yeah, it was a fine ring. Let's shake down Fargoth. And a great healing ring. A family heirloom. You haven't seen it, have you? Yeah, here, take this. You got any good rumors? Souls time, huh? Some Game of the Year level shit. Tax collector's missing. Goodbye.
If there is anything I can do, I am humbly at your service.
Could you look a little less pointy? Can I unlock you?
Go ahead, stranger.
I'm happy to give you a little advice. Talk to the silk trader. Tell her that I told you. It's me. Just get all these clickied. I'm not gonna go and steal all the lanterns in town. But yeah, pretty much in every town you can take all the lanterns. Popular spells. Practice your skills. You can kill smugglers or other bandits. Like, hey, there's down here, for instance. There's a cave right near the silk striders. Creatures and outlaws and anyone who attacks you first. When in doubt, run away. If If you attack a citizen by accident, don't kill him. Turn yourself in. Pay a fine, clear your name. It's true advice. And he does have some skills. Some skills. You know, them skill spells. Considering we don't use any... Well, illusion. Sanctuary. Absorb fatigue. More importantly, let's barter. Yeah, they give you free shoes, but you can't wear them. So let's sell most of these. It's one of the few ingredients that restores magic, by the way. We're gonna sell that, even though there's some cool stuff you can make out of it. I think for right now I'm just gonna sell all of this. Slowed so. Just gotta be careful because you don't need to get. You can sell the directions and the note. Don't accidentally sell the package. You can equip the candles and torches. Alright, now, what do we want to buy? We want to buy some form of spear. Short bow, short sword, axe. There's the halberd. Thrust for 5 to 20. I think that's it. Oh, no, there's another iron spear itself. Why is that iron spear so much better than that one? That's 400 and 400. That one's 600 and 600. They cost the same. That's just kind of silly. Oh, that one does less damage. Alright, then we'll take a look at, does he have any medium armor? Well, there's a helmet. I'm a bit curious, is that about it? Looks like it. Basically can never wear boots. So we'll get that. And halberd costs more, but it's got a lot more condition compared to these two. Yeah, why not? Don't need to buy any of his scrolls yet. But pick up 2 of those. And it's always good to have a probe. Might even pick up the mortar and pestle, but I think we can get one for free here in a bit. Let's just try to get a little bit more out of him. Come on, buddy. Fun fact, this lowers their their happiness gauge. What is it? Every time. Then you talk back and it's back. So it went down 3 points for the offers refused, then bumped up.
Speak, traveler.
Yes, tell me more about the Dunmer. Get all of the words possible in case I need those words later. Sure, I'll spy on the little weenie.
You're on your honor. Don't press your luck. You like to dance close to the fire, don't you?
Hey, you can teach me a little bit of medium armor if I want. Oh, jeez, there's just so much things to learn. You got anything you want to talk to me about?
What do you want?
Go ahead, stranger.
Some fools lost Mentor's ring in a tomb along the Bitter Coast. This, by the way, Mentor's ring. Ridiculously rare artifact. So, and he's not lying. I don't think it's very useful for us. I used to know which tomb off the top of my head. I don't think it's very far. Oh, you can tell me all about these places, huh? Hey, directions to Balmora has been added. Good roads lead north from here, so you can literally walk. So much information. Alright, before we end this, I'm going to do one thing that I need to remember to do. Keep the pants on.
Anytime you're ready, just don't keep me waiting.
It's Skinky Pete.
Now, where did I put that?
Will you buy my shirt? Buy the shirt off my back. Thank you. Alright, this is what we're going to call it an episode.
Welcome. Care to talk?
No, I said we're calling it an episode. Jeez, rude. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. And if you're enjoying this, let me know. I don't know if I'm going to go the whole way through because it's a pretty big game, but at least a bit. Have some fun with it. Ooh, until next time, take it easy.